Arsenal Football Club do not care about their fans. I don't care anymore. Something has to be said. So you're telling me that Arsenal are raising their prices of the season tickets despite making the most revenue they made, despite not signing a striker in the January transfer window, despite going three-peat, second place finishes, having not invested heavily in the squad, having not improved, and out of the FA Cup and Carabao Cup competitions in March. Look at the amount of revenue that Arsenal have made from their fan base, from us, from the people that go to games. And this is why I'd never go to games anymore. You're telling me that the graph has gone from stagnant, but then seeing Arsenal get better and better, and then you put the prices up. All the loyal match-going fans that have to deal with this every year. This is a joke, man. Like 713 million euros is enough profit for the season ticket prices to just stay the same. I don't care if prices to host a football match for the variable costs or everything and having to buy and sell items to sell is gone higher. I don't care. People are being priced out of football matches, out of big events, and that is a joke. You know what the thing is? I wanted to go Arsenal PSV, and then I saw the price of a round of 16 game was £70. So you're telling me I have to spend £100 for that game if you include food, travel, all of that stuff, right? Plus it being a late game and with the getting back to South London being an issue and whatnot, you're telling me 70 quid to go to that game? No way. And then the season ticket prices are going up. Ticket prices are going up 3%. It's a disgrace, Arsenal. If Arsenal fully cared about their fans, they would have signed a striker instead of doing PR results with football teams, trying to keep good relations and whatnot, and then actually kept prices the same. Simple as. In addition to this, right, the fan atmosphere at the Emirates has not been as good as 2 years ago, where if you'd concede, the football fans would still be chanting. Arsenal last season introduced ballots, where you have to be put in a ballot to have a chance to buy a ticket if you haven't had a season ticket already. And as a result of that, more touristy football fans have been able to access to games compared to the die-hard Arsenal fans that can't afford a season ticket but can afford to go to games. And like, even when I watch their games at the Emirates, I've noticed the atmosphere not be the same. Like, fans, people go just to have a nice day out instead of feeling the passion of watching your team score a goal, watching your team play and whatnot. And of course, if you've got a rich lifestyle, you could afford £2,000 a season to watch the Arsenal. You could afford the £100 a ticket and that £5 beer or £10 burger, you know what I mean? But football used to be for hard-working people, for the working class, for those that didn't make tons of £1 million a minute, bruv. And nowadays I just feel like football fans are being priced out of it, especially now in the Eva TV, where you have to have 3 different subscriptions, broadcasting subscriptions, to watch your team play. To watch the Premier League, you need to have a subscription of the Amazon Prime, TNT, and Sky. Yet you don't even watch all 38 games of your team playing. And you go into the FA Cup games, which, fair enough, it's free to air on ITV and BBC. I've really been impressed by that. I was actually enjoying the FA Cup fixtures despite Arsenal not being in it. Then you go into the Champions League, where you need an Amazon Prime subscription on top of their TNT subscription, which ain't bad for those that watch the Premier League. But it used to be on ITV, or at least watching the Tuesday game and the Wednesday game for free. I remember watching Arsenal draw 2-2 against Barcelona, and then Arsenal beat Barcelona 2-1 on ITV with Clyde Tilsley. I love football. Being an Arsenal fan is a massive hobby and passion of mine. But if I was getting into football now instead of 20 years ago, I probably wouldn't tune into a lot of football matches. Just down to football in football as well. Everything, an event, prices to go to an event has never been higher than ever. Kendrick Lamar tickets at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is over £120. Whereas when I went to watch it with my boy, I paid 97. Like, even then, I remember going to a grime event, a Kano concert. All I did was spend 20 quid. And because of how cheap the ticket was at the time, I was able to buy their merch. Get this jacket, this cardi for 40 quid. I felt looking at that, so I've spent 60 quid to get this, and I've worn for like 5-6 years now. Good value for money. I mean, like the hoodies all summer concert. But now, like, that's why I like the Carabao Cup, because the Carabao Cup costs 10 quid to go. The tickets, £10, £20 at the most if you're getting a decent seat. Even with the Europa League, the prices of the group stage games, they were like £20, 30 quid at max. I remember watching the Arsenal PSV. We beat them 1-0. I had great seats for 30 quid. It was good. 70 quid for a Champions League. Not even a quarter final, man. But then they expect us to be comfortable with second place and be comfortable with the ownership and not be unhappy when things don't go our way. Or even then, when we actually celebrate a game of football, we stay humble. Just a shame that the way football has got, that it's become so full of people that just are invested in money. It shouldn't always be about money when it comes to businesses and football events. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, guys. I had to speak about this as a football fan because I want to go to Arsenal games. It's not that I don't. I ain't got the money for it. I ain't got too much time for it. It's too expensive. But yeah, I'm outside. If you can see the background noise, I'm in a park. I had to get a video out talking about this. And plus, a big shout out to everybody who's hit the subscribe button. That's shown a lot of love recently. Like watching the reactions to expressions to Thai and whatnot. It's something I want to do more. But yeah, prices for tickets, it's a disgrace. In a bit, people. In a bit. I'm out.